So, what do we got going on here today? You know what we're doing. We're playing Racoons. And what do Racoons do well? Well, they ramp. So, that's what we're going to be doing with Racoons and friends, some possums, for ramping. And for some card draw a little bit later. But what are we ramping into? Well, Atali. Why would you not play Atali? But also, Chandra, Hope's Beacon. Give us a little bit of defense here. We can use or minus X to kill things, but also just giving us more mana. And, well, frankly, the fact that it copies your first instant or sorcery spell, and we are playing Season of the Bold, which can give us more treasures, exile more cards, and do damage to our opponents. And Over the Top, which can just put a ton of permanents on the board for us. Now, yes, it can put permanents on the board for your opponents too, but that's where the expend comes in. Because when you expend 4, guys like this are going to give all of your creatures +1/+1 in vigilance to attack through. We got the byway barterer. Like I said before, you can discard your hand and draw more cards. Just when you're ready to, when you're basically out of cards, go ahead and bust this and get 2 more. Brass Tunnel Grinder, whenever you're discarding cards, you get 3 times and this will flip over. And then whenever you cast spells with this, you can just discover X, which is insane when we have 7 mana spells, right? We got the Skull Spore Nexus. This, we don't cast it in any of these videos. Unfortunately, it just never came up. But obviously, this coming out will just create tokens of your creatures when they do finally kill them. We just didn't draw it in any of the games, but it's pretty powerful. And just a little bit of removal and some looting here to go with it. Pretty simple build. Just the beginning of the game, you're just getting out little mana dorks and a couple of big guys with big butts that can block for you. All 4 toughness here. And this guy, grabbing you some more cards, little more removal, and possibly getting double triggers on stuff like this Hugs right here, or the Atali. Pretty simple and pretty fast, actually. It's a lot faster than I thought it would be. This is just a fun Raccoon build that can win you some games, so enjoy it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and be Raccoons for a while. This looks like an amazing hand. So we'll keep this. We'll go ahead and keep this real good. So what we're trying to do is use these little raccoons to ramp, and these possums to ramp into big dudes like this Atali. Real simple. But we also have the ability to use a card called Over the Top that will put half of our deck on the battlefield at the same time. And that's the fun part of it. But we gotta get through. Like, they're just gonna kill this guy, but I'll put them out here to get a card out of their hand. Because they're playing black, so they have nothing but removal and discard, I'm assuming. Ooh, rats! Cool! So we're playing something that isn't just the same thing over and over again. I like that. Let's go ahead and make 2 of these guys real quick. And if my creatures survive until the next turn, we can have an Atali on turn 4, which is a lot better than some rats, but we'll see. We will see. Alright, here comes Atali against a bunch of rats. And I can even play out the Fabled Passage and take my time because he's tapped out, which is very nice. We'll go get a red. And Atali. We'll do this first. Well, whatever. We'll do both of these, because why not? Let's go ahead and get rid of this guy real quick. So, yeah, that's essentially what Over the Top is doing in this deck. It's just, hey, it's turn 4, we're all gonna have a bunch of shit now. For fun. And I don't need that. And what does this do? As long as you have 7 or more cards in your graveyard, it gets +3/+0. Alright. This thing also doubles up all triggered abilities of legendary cards, which we have 2 legendaries on the battlefield right now. Alright, so he is 100% going to use something to board wipe, because there'd be no other reason to attack with all of these. So, we'll just block it. I don't know why he would attack with all those. I had really good blockers, so I assume it's a board wipe, but maybe not? Not a great idea. You basically hand me the game by doing this. Oh, there it is. Alright, so let's sack that. That. And this is already bigger, so we'll get rid of that. Huh. Okay. All right. I guess that's what happens. When you go after Maleggio and his raccoons, you get busted in the face. Because that's what you deserve when you do that. Just saying. Ah, this is a lot of damage I'd be taking. But these are super good cards to have early game, so we're going to do it. These guys will give my raccoons vigilance and +1/+1 if I spend 4 mana. This can just blow up artifacts and enchantments, and is a 4/4 with reach and some removal. So, lots of good stuff to start with. Woo! White. So I'm guessing they may be playing white and red and playing... Oh, maybe not. Just rabbits? Okay. Well, let's get rid of that. Not waste our turn. Go ahead and put one of these guys out. Even though I'm taking damage, I'm hoping to get a 4th land so I can play this guy out and make an offspring. Then I can stop taking damage, because they'll produce the mana for me. That will work. It'll give this guy +1/+1 and vigilance, so I can attack through just fine. Get one of those and attack it. If these stay alive, that'll allow us to cast Hugs and exile a couple of cards off the top of our library to play. So that'll be nice. Boo, 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 boo. What you got there, rabbits? What does he do? Gives a creature +1/+1 when one enters the battlefield? Ah, Knight Errant. Okay. Well, screw it. Let's make it 3 cards off the top. I can play up to 2 lands. And then we got take out the trash for later. Take 4 damage to your face. Your Knight Errant's not looking so good now. This take out the trash does 3 damage to something, but it also lets me loot if I have a raccoon, which is discarding a card to draw a card. So that part's nice. So we can play 2 lands because of hugs. Go ahead and just get rid of something. I don't... Well, maybe I do want 2 of them. Yeah, maybe I do. And Itali right now? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yep. We will gladly deep cavern bat them and see what they've got in hand. Let's see. Let's take the Aquazots. Attack in with these guys. We have a backup Bramble Guard for next turn. That would be the one I would expect they would block because it helps all my other raccoons, but maybe they don't. Okay, we want the rabbit gone because he creates things. I'll go ahead and put a 1/1 counter on this guy because I can. What do you got, Knight Errant player? This is a pretty fast raccoon deck. You gotta come up with something quick. Okay. So we'll play this guy first, so that when I play this, all of my raccoons will get +2/+2 in vigilance. And now we just take them out. Game over, Frank Baraka. Yeah, get raccooned. Just getting raccooned left and right. Black Lotus. This is unfair. This guy's gonna have 3 mana for 0 on turn 1, and there's nothing I can do, because he's a Black Lotus. You monsters. Land is exactly what I wanted on top. So instead of trying to get 2, we're going to put this guy out right away because we have other 3 drops that we want to get to faster, so we don't want to waste a turn. Puppy, no, get back, please. Maybe this guy first, because he will at least give me 1 free mana. There's a possibility I'll get a 2-drop in my next turn and be able to play 2 cards. We'll see. 4 toughness is really good against red. Let's go with green. I think we'll just put this guy out for now. I mean, we don't have a choice. But these guys let me discard my hand to draw cards. I don't really need to do that at the moment. If he doesn't kill these, I can get Atali on the next turn. No, I would need an untapped land, but it's possible. Not anymore. We'll put this guy out. Man, why is the music on this so loud? Doesn't need to be that loud. What are you doing here? I'm assuming this guy doesn't have creatures, in that he's just playing, like, straight up burn. That's what it would seem like at this moment. Let's take that out. Play this. Oh, well, maybe he is playing creatures. There'd be no reason for a war leader's call if you're not. An obliterating bolt. Alright. Fine by me. The nice thing about having an Atali sitting in your hand is that, getting lands off the top doesn't hurt you. So, if we draw lands, we're happy about that. If we don't, we still have removal. Okay. Playing some kind of red-white control deck that pretends to have creatures, but we haven't seen a single one yet. My guess is it's probably a board wipe, right? It's probably the White Sun's Twilight or Sunfall, which can make them token creatures. Let's exile the top 2 cards of our library and make 3 treasures. Yeah, why not? So now we're guaranteed Natali on the next turn. I don't know how he wins this, even with the Sunfall. It's not looking good. You've gone down, Black Lotus. Coffee, please. Okay. Man, Huatli's so badass. Yeah, there's no way I can ever keep this hand. This looks terrible also, but I'll try it. I don't really want the Atali in my hand right now. It can be used against me early in the game. People stealing it and whatever. We don't need any of that shit. Blue-green, huh? I got some fun blue-green stuff for later. So I'm guessing this is probably something with Atraxa, because that's usually what it is in these cases. Well, it's actually worth playing this guy right now, just because it's a big body. They're playing blue. I don't want the counter spells. I'm not super worried yet, but I'm not sure what they're doing fully. This feels like an Atraxa deck, but we'll see. Maybe it is something else. Tolarian, or Tolarian Terror? Oh, so it's just like a mono blue deck, essentially. Alright, well, I'm just gonna hit you with some Racoons real quick. I really would like a white land, so I can use this. He doesn't have any creatures, but... Okay, you're sending something back to my hand that can destroy stuff of yours for me. Alright. Let's play another one since he can't block them. They got Menace. You need another Tolarian Terror. Blue might be a pretty big weakness for this, though. I can see us losing this game. Especially since we're not drawing lands. Was it Ward 2? Sure. Thank you. Let us go get our single solitary white land. Now, we don't want to use it on either of his things here. Because they have Ward 2. So we gotta wait till we get another land. But he can't block this unless he flashes something out. Up the beanstalk, huh? Oh, I really wanted that to be untapped. But that's okay. Let's play this guy out. Okay. Okay. Boo, boo, boo. Okay. This is risky, because they get the same amount of stuff that I'm getting. So, instead, do one of these. Oh no, we got a good hand. Right here. Yep, I am sure. Let's get rid of one of those. No attacks. Boo, 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 boo. Up the beanstalk again. All right. He's got lots of 5/5s. They're so 5/5. Three up the beanstalks? Come on. Just like that. Take action. Let's see. 2 cards. Do I want those? No. Let's get 2 more cards. Well, those aren't good either. But
Enough talking. Let's do this.
we can -5 this and take out both of their creatures.
Victory is in your hands now. If this is the end, let's go out with a bang!
Yeah, we'll just do that. We didn't want to do over the top because he's got too many things out, so it'll help him too much. Smuggler's Surprise and a Tolarian Terror. Well, I got lucky. Okay. Did you not see that he has reach? Guess not. Well, that's not exactly great that I just drew a land. But he can't block that, so he's got to win this turn or I win. And he wins. Alright, good for you. I'm not going to waste all day while he draws cards. Do I keep this? Sure. Sure, I'll keep that. It's still risky, because I have to bank on that into that, and then hope I draw lands, but... So blue beat us. They beat us real good with all those Tolarian Terrors, but what do we got going on here? I'm assuming it's a 1/1 counter build based on that being in their graveyard, so probably that new enchantment that doubles up counters and Ozolith and stuff like that. I'm gonna go with this. It's a good blocker and it gets us mana. Boo, 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 boo. So I have 5 mana to work with. Alright. We'll gain some life and put another creature out. And as long as our 2 mana, or our 3 mana dorks are fine, by the end of this, we'll get our Atali. Oh, Smuggler's Surprise. But he's just doing the mill. Okay. I'm assuming he's going to have big stuff he doesn't want me getting from his deck, so hopefully we'll get something. But we'll see. Red, red, red. Yep. We'll take that. And we'll take this. We'll drop that because I don't see them playing anything with enchantments or artifacts except this one that I just stole. Never another artifact or creature is put in the graveyard for a 1/1 counter on a quick creature. Alright. Let's put that on him. Well, we'll go with no attacks for now. Boo, 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 let's go with green, red, green. So play this. And I do have enough mana left over. To hit him and pay for it. Play out a land for turn and just swing in. Take a little bit of everything. Boo-doo. Boo-boo-boo-boo. Get smacked in the face. Yep. And dead. Just dead about things. Not even alive is what happened. So we'll try this one more time. I should have mulliganed, yeah, but and see, this is a hand that I should mulligan, but I have 2 mana dork, so I'm gonna try it. What's gonna happen? Is he gonna die, or are you gonna put out a bat? You're gonna put out a bat. Alright. Well, that's fine by me, because now I can put out 2 of these guys. Okay. Come on, untapped land. Nice. Let's turn for Atali. Beginning of my end step, if I descended this turn, it's funny, that's exactly what I'm about to do. No, I don't want that. Boom! Boom! Yeah, turn 4 Atali is pretty nuts. I don't blame them for that one.